Ladies and gentlemen, Independence family, I welcome you here tonight as we celebrate the accomplishments of the graduating class of 2020. My name is Bjorn Berg, proud principal of Independence High School. To start us off this evening, please rise for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we'd watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Thank you, Cecilia. Please be seated. We gather tonight to recognize the accomplishments of the class of 2020. This is a momentous occasion, celebrating the completion of high school, but more, celebrating who these individuals have become. We are celebrating what they've learned while they were at Independence, how to show empathy for others, how to think critically, and how to pursue their passions. We know that this class is faced with a unique set of challenges, but what they have learned at Independence has equipped them well for the life ahead of them. To the families and friends of our graduates, I want to thank you for the support you have given our graduates. We know that this would not be possible without your care and guidance. I would also like to thank the staff of Independence and the Eastside Union High School District for their leadership, compassion, and insight through these troubling times. Here with a message for our graduates is Superintendent Chris Funk.
Hi, class of 2020, Superintendent Chris Funk here, and I know COVID-19 just wreaked havoc on your spring semester of your senior year. So many memories destroyed because of the pandemic, but this pandemic cannot take away your accomplishment, your milestone of earning a high school diploma. We know that whatever you set your mind to, you're going to be able to accomplish in the future. So most importantly, I simply want to wish you best of luck. Be safe, stay healthy. Peace and happiness to all of you. Congrats, class of 2020. Well deserved.
Thank you, Mr. Funk. I would like to thank the Independence Administrative Team, Mr. Paul Lansoff, Ms. Shelby Edwards, and Mr. Ricardo Salgado, for their tireless dedication and compassion to helping our students through this year. And now I would like to introduce Mr. Paul Lansoff, Associate Principal of Educational Development.
Good evening. My name is Paul Lansoff, Associate Principal of Independence High School. I too would like to celebrate the class of 2020. We live in uncertain and extraordinary times, and our great good fortune is that this class is filled with extraordinary individuals who are the match to the times that we live in and who will guide us in the years to come with continued success that they've shown thus far at Independence High School. And now I would like to introduce the valedictorians for the class of 2020. Olivia Joy Kakdak, Tan Chow, Kyle DeRosa, Alicia Lee, Tirsha Lin, Kimberly Lee, Sweeney No, Vivian Nguyen, Brian Quesada, Brianna Rogers, Brian Tang, Mary Tran, Han Tu, and Emily Vo. These students have distinguished themselves through their academic achievement with straight A's and a 4.0 GPA over all 8 semesters and will now share some words of appreciation.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining this virtual graduation of class of 2020. I would first like to start off by thanking my family and friends, most importantly my parents who made the sacrifice of coming to the United States without an education and giving me a better future. I'd also like to thank the administrators here at Independence and also the teachers, most importantly Ms. Marquez, Ms. Maggie, Ms. Lena, Ms. Sauch, and Ms. Alvarez, who were there to guide me and support me through college applications. Since I am the first student in my family to go to college, I know I would have been lost without them. Un mensaje que quisiera dejarle a los latinos y latinas de aquí de la Escuela de Independence es que todo se puede lograr. No es fácil lo que yo hice, pero ustedes también pueden, como los valores nos han enseñado, a seguir adelante y echarle ganas a los estudios para tener un buen futuro para nosotros y nuestras familias. I would also like to finish off by thanking Independence for, besides giving me the academic side of learning, also teaching me life lessons that I will forever carry in my heart. Thank you for joining, and congratulations of class of 2020. Now I'd like to introduce our next valedictorian, Olivia.
Hi everyone, my name is Olivia Joy Miller-Kaktak. Congratulations to the class of 2020, we made it. Throughout the past 4 years, we've created memorable high school experiences with lasting friendships and connections. On behalf of our class, I would like to thank our family, friends, teachers, counselors, and staff members of Independence for guiding us through our high school journey. I also greatly appreciate my family and friends for always encouraging and supporting me. I wish everyone a bright future and to find happiness on any path you take. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce our next valedictorian, Tan Chow.
Thanks, Olivia. My name is Tan Chow. I faced a lot of hardship throughout my high school career, but what matters now is that we, the class of 2020, are here to experience this once-in-a-lifetime online virtual graduation. Now that we are a bit older and hopefully wiser, we have got to learn to listen, not just to those you agree with, but also to those with dissenting views. We have to listen to authority and guidelines to protect everyone, especially those who are most vulnerable. And we have to listen to those who matter most to you, like your kin, your friends, and your teachers, because they will not always be there for you. Listen to their teaching while they're still with you, because there won't be a Mrs. William to help you out with college biology. Next up is my fellow valedictorian, Alicia Lee.
My fellow classmates, I am so honored to be standing here to represent the class of 2020. It has been a long journey to finally arrive where we are now. We came here as timid strangers, but we now leave with an unbreakable and unforgettable bond. As a class, we prevailed over many obstacles, the biggest being the COVID-19, and I know we will continue to overcome any oncoming obstacles with our boldness and relentless pursuit of greatness. With the guidance of our fellow teachers, family members, friends, and classmates, we now stand here ready to enter into the next chapter of our lives. I am so grateful for all the fond memories that we made together, and I know that every single one of you is destined to achieve great things in the future. I would like to now introduce you to the next valedictorian, Kimmy Lee.
Class of 2020. Just like that, our 4 years are up. Thank you to all of our students and staff for cheering us on and for helping us learn and live through this confusing journey into adulthood. In life, there's gonna be bad times around the world, at home, and within ourselves. And in the past few years, we've probably had some incredible highs, but also some tremendous lows. But the one thing that's true about both of them is that, well, they pass. And so I want you to cherish all the good times and good people that you have in your life. And for the bad times, well, remember that they don't last forever, and things will get better. Graduates, our best days are still ahead of us. So whatever your endeavors may be in this next chapter, I wish you all the strength and prosperity. And now I'd like to introduce our next valedictorian, Brianna Rogers.
As I metaphorically stand here with you all today, I couldn't be more proud to be part of the graduating class of 2020. These past 4 years with you all have been chaotic but rewarding, and it's amazing to see how far we've come since freshman year. I'd like to give a big thank you to the teachers and staff for helping us along the way and staying positive during this time, making it possible for us to still have our final moment before going off to bigger and better things. And for those of us that are, I'd like to remind you all of how much potential you have. And although the path ahead will be challenging, we all have what it takes to make something of ourselves and help others along the way. You all are so very talented, and I wish you nothing but the best. Now, I'd like to pass the spotlight off to our next valedictorian, Emily Vo.
Today we're here to celebrate our accomplishments, and everyone should be proud of themselves. As we begin to go in our own ways and pursue our own passions, there's just one thing that I would like for everyone to take with them today. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. Whether you become a pediatrician, an architect, or an engineer, dedicate your career as a service to others, and then happiness will follow. And with that, I would like to thank all the people in my life for shaping me into the person who I am today, and remember to thank those people in your lives too. Best of luck to wherever you go, class of 2020. Emily, out. And now I'd like to introduce our next valedictorian, Tertia Lynn.
Hey seniors! It seems like just yesterday when we were freshmen starting our first day of high school, wandering a new campus, meeting new people, and embarking on a new path. We heard advice from upperclassmen telling us to savor each moment of high school because it would all come to an end sooner than we expected. We struggled through lectures, assignments, exams, sports practices, extracurricular projects, and so much more. And suddenly, just like that, it's over. We're graduating, moving on with the rest of our lives. Class of 2020, I'm so proud of us. It is truly heartbreaking that we did not get to fully experience our senior year and to get the closure on our high school experience because each and every one of us really deserved it. However, there are bigger and better things to come, and I know you will all go on to achieve even greater things. Congratulations 2020, we did it! And now, introducing my best friend and the girl who never fails to make me smile, Miss Vivian Nguyen.
Congratulations, class of 2020. With the help of our family, friends, and teachers, we have conquered another chapter in our lives. This year has definitely been nowhere near any of our expectations, but from it, we have learned to overcome unexpected obstacles while having high hopes for the new and exciting adventures in our future. Wherever you choose to go and whatever you choose to do next, I wish you all the best. Now I would like to introduce my fellow valedictorian, future sailor, and one of my best friends, Kyle De La Rosa.
To all my fellow classmates and to whoever this may apply, if I learned one thing these past 4 years, it's do not let anything or anyone bring you down. I have had my friends, family, teachers, and the living examples that of which are you guys to show me that. Don't let this pandemic or any other problem stand in your way of showing your success in high school. You've made it this far, so show us your grand finale. And just one sec. Now introducing Brian Tang.
Hey guys, first off, I'd like to thank my friends and family for everything, for supporting me through all my ups and downs. I love you guys. So here we are. We finally made it, class of 2020. I know this is not the graduation we'd all hoped for, but we'll work with what we got. We've come a long way. Back when we first started high school, we were tiny little freshmen. Especially me, if you knew me way back then. I was tiny little Brian, curious about the world, and breaking my neck looking up to everybody else. But hey, at least I'm taller now before heading to college, so sore neck won't be an issue. Senior year has been tough. We've missed our prom and our final BOTC, which we would have won, by the way. This was to be our last hurrah as a class before we all head our separate ways. But this is what high school is about. High school is about exploring, having fun, and making memories, which is something we can never lose. It will be difficult once we begin the next step of our journey. It will be like starting high school all over again, getting lost left and right. Even when we think things are getting easier, life will find a way to knock us down, and we will get lost again. But I know that we are strong. We have been through so much together already, and I know that we will succeed in whatever we choose to do next. Best of luck 2020. I love you guys. Last hang out.
Thank you. And now for a message from our senior class president, Trixie McCarsos, and our ASB president, Enria Galindo.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Trixie Nicole McCarsos, and I am the current senior class president. I would like to start off by saying thank you to everyone here for making this possible. Your ability to accommodate our situation amidst this unfortunate pandemic truly is appreciated. Thank you so much to our hardworking staff, our supportive families, and of course, our brilliant and talented graduating class. I genuinely hope everybody's doing okay and everybody is staying safe and healthy. It's times like these where we all become vulnerable, but thankfully, I strongly believe the senior class can get through it. Months ago, I'd imagined giving the speech in an entirely different way. I'd been awaiting the moment where I'd be on stage, looking out towards a sea of white and blue, seeing my peers and their cheerful faces. Unfortunately, as you can see, that's not the case. But despite it all, I refuse to allow this pandemic to downplay our success. That being said, I would love to give a huge congratulations to the graduating class of 2020. I would like to take this time to recognize each and every single one of you for all the hard work and dedication you put towards your last 4 years here at Independence. With the cooperation of teachers and students, we were able to make distance learning a success. Yes, the online substitution does not even compare to the in-person experience, but our ability to remain persevering and complete the year is still something to be proud of. Being in class office has been one of the greatest opportunities I've been given. It was an experience like no other. Obtaining the title of class president is often misjudged for a personal desire for merely status or clout, but in reality, it's a job of great responsibility and dedication. My captain and I have encountered sleepless nights and overcome crucial mistakes, but even through all the stress and arguments, it was always worth it in the end. There was no greater feeling than the joy and satisfaction we felt every time we were able to organize events and activities for our peers and were able to witness an incredible outcome. It truly has been a privilege of mine to be our class president for the last 3 years. In all honesty, it's been a wild ride my 4 years here at Independence. As a class, we've constantly faced hardships. We faced the fear of failing grade. We've worried endlessly about fitting in with the crowd. We've even gone to school running on a few or even 0 hours of sleep. But fortunately, the outcome of these challenges left us with more positive outcomes. We were able to overcome the obstacles we encountered through persistence and resilience. So, to each of my fellow peers, who I now call family, we did it. Each of you have worked extremely hard to get here, and I'm ecstatic to say that we've officially completed all 4 years of high school. It's insane to say that not too long ago, many of us were complete strangers. And even as quickly as time flew by, we experienced it by each other's sides. We've developed close relationships, finding friends and family. We've all seen each other grow, even out of some of our lowest points. And we've all made each other's time worthwhile here at Independence. I would personally like to thank each and every one of you for contributing to my high school experience and making me into who I am today. During each of our initial encounters, we were merely freshman babies. And now as we part ways, we get to say goodbye as aspiring adults. Taking advantage of everything high school has taught me, I am proud to say that I will be continuing my next 4 years of education at the University of California, Irvine. A few days ago, our beloved IHS teachers put together a little congratulatory and farewell gift for us seniors. The gift contained a quote, and I would like to close my speech with the very same quote. As once said by American personality Fred Rogers, often when you think you're at the end of something, you're at the beginning of something else. And with that being said, thank you and congratulations to the Independence Class of 2020.
Hi, my name is Enria Galindo, and I'm the ASB president at Independence High School, and I thank you all for being here to help celebrate the joyous occasion. First off, I'd like to thank every single person that has supported a graduate here one way or another. Whether it was parents, administration, faculty, teachers, or relatives, you have made a great impact in our lives, and we couldn't have done it without you. To the teachers and staff, thank you for sharing your knowledge and past experiences with us that guided each student to achieve more in school. To our coaches and advisors, thank you for making school about more than just the classwork. We've learned the importance of discipline and good sportsmanship. Through other activities like participating in clubs, school plays, and leadership events, we learned how to work closely with others to achieve a common goal, and we had a lot of fun doing it. To our guidance counselors, thank you for listening and trying to keep us on the right track for graduation. Without your help, some of us might not be here today. And lastly, to our parents, thank you for supporting us in more ways it's possible to count. You've helped us with homework, paid our class fees, and listened to our complaints. You came to our plays and attended our sporting events. These are just a few of the thousands of ways you've supported us on our journey. Thank you for teaching, supporting, and pushing us in every subject of life. To my fellow graduates, although we are not able to get the graduation ceremony we all want, it's the accomplishment that matters. We are here today, officially graduating high school. It's not a distant reality anymore. It begins now. We began high school as children, but we're leaving here as adults. We've completed a basic education that will serve as a platform we use to launch ourselves into the future. Some of us will go on to college, others will go straight to the workforce, but each of us will travel our own path that will shape our future. If you look back at what you've gone through the past 4 years, your freshman self would not believe everything you've done. The confidence and growth we've achieved is truly what makes high school the years to remember. While the last 4 years with friends, classes, teachers, and work, there are also tiny inspirations hiding in plain sight. In these moments, we were too busy, too distracted, and too young to notice them. For me, it was back to freshman year when I was class president. The activities director, Mr. Dobrin, saw how much I enjoyed leadership and being involved with school events. He told me that I might be interested in ASB in the next couple of years, but I told him no, ASB looked too stressful and I didn't think I would be a good fit for the higher position. Now I absolutely love ASB and I'm so grateful for Mr. Dobrins and for all the friendships I've created along the way. We are a class of artists, athletes, engineers, entrepreneurs, innovators, and intellectuals that are capable of great things in the future to come. Each and every one of us are lucky to be here at this point in time and in a unique time where we have the power to influence the world with our voice, work, or day-to-day actions. But remember, just to be proud of yourself to have worked this hard to get to where you are. Class of 2020, thank you and congratulations.
It is now my pleasure to present to you the class of 2020. With the powers vested in me by the state of California and by the Eastside Union High School District, I do declare that the students here, whom I'm recommending to receive their diplomas, have met all the graduation requirements according to the state of California and the even more rigorous requirements of Eastside Union High School District. To receive the class of 2020, it is my honor and privilege to welcome the Honorable Lan Nguyen, President of the Eastside Union High School District Board of Trustees.
Hello, my name is Lan Nguyen, Board President of the Eastside Union High School District. Even though I'm not able to be there with you this evening, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Eastside Union High School District, I am proud to accept the class of 2020. I wish you the best of luck on your future journeys and future endeavor. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Seniors of the class of 2020, there is one final tradition before we conclude tonight. Graduates, please move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Yay!
And this concludes the graduation for the Independence High School class of 2020. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Seniors, know we're extremely proud of you.
Hey 2020, we the staff know this whole situation sucks. You've missed out on the remainder of your senior year. You miss your friends, maybe even miss your teachers, maybe you even miss school. Never thought you'd say that. But your class does give us hope because you've stayed creative in ways to stay connected with your friends and classmates.
Hello, class of 2020. Massive congratulations coming your way here from Mr. Stegman. And just wanted to say that even during this kind of uncertain times and with all the various challenges we're facing, maybe it's, spending time feeling a little bit cooped up in the house, kind of having to deal with the additional responsibilities of distance learning. Maybe even some of you guys are taking AP exams online. I'm just really proud of this class with everything that you've kind of persevered through and just the resilience that you're showing. So remember that no matter how difficult things get in the future, you can always respond and you can always find a way to get through it one way or another. Challenges come and go at every point throughout life. So it's just really about becoming a little bit tough and finding a way to get through it. So really want to recognize you guys for doing that and wish you all the best for your years beyond your time here at Independence High School.
Regardless of our current circumstances,
nothing can take away
what you've learned,
the memories you've created,
and the connections you've made.
during your time at Independence High School.
Congratulations, seniors, you made it. To all of my beautiful dancers, thank you for sharing your artistic journey with me. You have inspired me daily with your creativity, your intelligence, and your kindness. To Independence 2020, we will dance together again soon. I miss you so much. Class of 2020, you have many adventures waiting for you. Good luck and congratulations.
Hi. For those of you that don't know me, I am not Miss Heyman. I'm Miss Finney, or Coach Finney, or just plain old Finney. And while you were here at Independence, it was all about making friends, figuring out what group you fit into. But now it's all about you. You, be the best version of you. And whatever that means to you, be that person. When you come back to visit, don't ask me if I remember you. Come back with great stories, great adventures, have no regrets, and tell me who you've become. So all of you, class of 2020, good luck and go have some great adventures.
Hi seniors, happy graduation. I know this isn't the graduation you envisioned, but we want to celebrate you nonetheless. Now, while the pandemic has taken a lot from you, like your senior activities and your milestone celebrations, I want to remind you of what has not been taken from you. Your passion, your determination, your faith, your hope, your kindness. All of these are elements that each and every one of you have within you that can never be taken away, no matter what life throws at you. So as you go off into the world, into your future, into college, work, career, just know that you guys are rock stars. You're amazing young people. We are very proud of you being part of the 76er community, and I wish you all the best. Good luck, have a great future, and remember that we are always here if you need us. Thank you.
Hey class of 2020, it's me, Mrs. Hyatt, your favorite marine biology teacher. If I had to have some parting words of wisdom for you, I guess I would say that life is precious. As some of you may know, I was one of those rare people that got COVID-19 this past March, and I was hospitalized for 6 days in the ICU. During that time, while I was on the ventilator and just laying in bed, I fell into some dark times. I was scared, and things seemed hopeless for me. But what pulled me through was just thinking about my family, thinking about my kids, my faith, my friends, and just knowing and thinking about all of the things I still wanted to do with my life. At the beginning of the year, for my marine bio students, I always ask them, what are some of your bucket list items? For me, there are still lots of things that I want to achieve and want to experience. And for you, class of 2020, you're just beginning your life. And so my wish for you and my advice for you is to dream big. Set huge goals and work your hardest to achieve them. because, again, life is precious. Continue to live and love with your whole heart. Be kind. It's not that hard to be a good friend to others, because you may find that you can change somebody's life. So, that's my advice. Make sure that you always come back to visit. I know that there are wonderful teachers at Independence, and just like me, our doors are always open. Love you guys. Congratulations.
Hi, so I am going to disclose with you 3 things that you can start doing right now to stay looking young. Number 1, I think it's very important that we take the time out of every day to take care of ourselves. Now, I always say life is too short to eat bad food, and that moderation is the key to everything. Number 2, there's a lot of negativity that you're always going to hear. And so my advice to you is to don't let all that negativity get to you, because that's going to make you a whole lot happier when you're not feeding into all that. Number 3, now get a little closer. You're going to want to hear this. It's never too early to start the anti-wrinkling cream, because when you look good, you feel good. But in all seriousness though, I know that I believe that in life, in and through your hard times, you are going to be a fighter. And in good times, you are going to be very grateful and humble. So I'd like to say, congratulations, you did it!
What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Lee, school counselor. I just want to congratulate the class of 2020, the greatest class of all time, on all your hard work, dedication, and effort. In these last 4 years of high school, I hope you made great memories and friends that will last a lifetime. I'm bummed to not be able to have a graduation due to COVID-19. However, I'm optimistic we'll be able to celebrate your successes in the upcoming months when it's safe to do so. I also want to thank each and every one of you for being my inspiration, and I'm looking forward to hearing all your future successes in the upcoming years. There's no doubt in my mind each and every one of you will be successful. Remember to work hard, continue the grind, and good things will come. Remember to thank all your teachers, your families, and if you ever need anything, you know where to find us. Congratulations to the class of 2020, and we'll celebrate as soon as we can.
All right, seniors, the final lesson. You ready? The most important thing in this lifetime is loving people. Let me prove it to you. Lightning McQueen racing in the Piston Cup, right? He's just about to win when all of a sudden his friend behind him crashes. And so he goes back, he stops, he doesn't finish the race, he goes back, he pushes his friend across the finish line, and he gives up the race. He lost. And so everyone's like, what are you doing, man? You gave up the Piston Cup. And Lightning McQueen says, well, it was just an empty cup. See, he had won races before, and he was empty. He had won races, he had done things that the world would say is so great, such great accomplishments, and he realized that there was something missing in his life. And what it was loving people. See, we are created to help one another, to love each other. And this world is pretty good at not doing that. Hey, you're gonna go after all sorts of things in this lifetime. And they're good things, you know, college and careers and relationships and kids and houses and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, they're not the thing that is going to give you the ultimate satisfaction in this lifetime, because your purpose on this lifetime in this world is to love people. Liberty.
Congratulations, Sixers class of 2020. It has been my honor and privilege to have been your teacher, coach, and mentor over the past 4 years. I am so excited to see what you all become over the next 4 years and cannot wait to see the wonderful things that you do and even more wonderful people that you become. I am so proud and happy to have been your teacher. All my love, Ms. Yalberton.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We're extremely proud of you. We know this isn't the graduation you expected, but know that we still love you.
We commend you for all that you have accomplished and for making the most of this moment.
And we implore you to continue to make the most of every moment you have ahead.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Once a Sixer, always a Sixer.